So lovely evening to you and yours, brothers, sisters everywhere, and creatures. This is the 17th epistle of this fantastic book of Joshua, as we're getting closer to the ending of yet another book. This one written by Joshua. This is our first video. And now we're branching off to yet another tribe to find out where the boundaries exist for the next tribe. So lots were cast, and the lot fell to the tribe of Manasses. The person who's casting the lots is one and only our Captain General, Joshua. And so, Manasses is the firstborn of Joseph, if you can recall. Firstborn. Now, to Machir, who happens to be the firstborn of Manasses, he was a warlike individual, a warlike man. In fact, so belligerent in his style of holistic war and combat, he's often regarded to and referred to quite a bit. He is the father of Galaad. Galaad, if you can recall, we've brought that city up several times. So Machir, the son of Manasses, is the father of Galaad. And as a warlike man, he possessed Galaad and Basan, which is that northern district along the Jordan, east of the Jordan and the Kinneroth. And to the rest of the children of Manasses, we have as follows. We have Abiezer, and Helek, Esriel, and there's also Sechem. If some of these names sound familiar, that's because we went over them, as they are names of several of these cities. Sechem being one, another is Hefer, and then the last born is Samida. These are all the children, to including Machir, father of Galaad, of Manasses, who is the son of Joseph. All these males by their kindreds. Do you recall someone by the name of Salphaad? Well, Salphaad was the son of Hefer. Who is the son of Galaad, is the son of Machir, and Salphaad, unfortunately, and here's the lineage, Salphaad of Hefer, of Galaad. Yes, Machir not only did conquer the city, but had a child by the name of Galaad, which is probably why he named the city Galaad, who was a child of Machir, the son of Manasses. So Salphaad, remember him in Moses? He only had daughters, five incredible daughters, who were in a state of panic because they had no land. And their father, Salphaad, had no sons. So they approached Moses with this dilemma. Now, does this sound familiar? The names of these women were Ma'ala, Noah, Heglah, Melka, and Tirzah. They came, these five wonderful women, in the presence of Eleazar. Eleazar is the priest. Also present was Jehoshua, who's the son of Nun, and all the princes, the tribes of Israel. Stated, our Lord commanded by the hand of Moses that a possession should be given us in the midst of our brethren. So in the midst of all these men, in the midst of all these brothers, we, being ladies, are due possession of land as well, as determined by Moses. So Jehoshua gave them, according to the commandment of our Lord, a possession in the midst of their father's brethren. So of all those brothers that we listed, Abiezer and Helek and Esriel and Shechem and Hefer, they, the ladies, these 5 ladies, were also given land in the midst of them. The story of the daughters of Salphaad portrays, in my opinion, a perfect argument why women do not possess the authority for the priesthood in QUI EST's church. They don't. Those women who claim to be pastors of a church, well, the church is heretical in the first place. Now, if they did then just like the daughters of Salphaad, if women did possess the priesthood authority, then just like the daughters of Salphaad, there would be a written portrayal of such authority. And we're going to go over page a page of the entire liturgy, and you're going to learn there is no written acumen which places women within QUI EST's church. It doesn't exist. And let me carry on. Now, just as our Lord gave authority for the daughters to be given land when the father possessed no male heirs. From that point on, that was a law because of these 5 daughters. Now, the heretical function of women being priests of a church is merely an invention of mankind. There is no QUI EST authority to it whatsoever. It's just a made-up emotion by mankind. Nowhere within God's liturgy are women given the authority to function as princes, priests. Okay, moving on. Now the cords fell to Manasses. 10 cords fell to Manasses. So beside the land of Galaad, Machir's land, as well as Basan, that is all beyond the Jordan River. The daughters of Manasses possessed inheritance in the midst of all these sons, and the land of Galaad fell to the lot of the children of Manasses, those that remained. And the border of Manasses began from the tribe of Asher. So here's my mini map here. So Galaad is up here, and Basan is up here, east of the Jordan River. And here's the Salt Sea down. Here's the Salt Sea down here. So from Asher begins with from there, from Asher, and then, which is about over here, the property starts at Machmethath, which is located right about here, Machmethath. Jerusalem is down here more. So from Machmethath, it looks up towards Shechem. And it goes on the right hand besides the inhabitants of this, right over here. It's going to go this way, to the right side of this fountain of Tapua. This is besides the border of Manasses. The children of Ephraim as well is right here. So we have Aser, and we have Ephraim, all adjacent to one another. No property was spared. Everything was given and distributed accurately and pointedly, and everything was recorded. The territory, we brought this up before, Tafel, remember this? So the territory of Tafel, even though it fell to Manasses, Tafel, the city herself, belonged to the tribe of Ephraim. And the border of the Reed Valley, remember this? This dumps into the Great Sea, this Reed Valley. And always south of this torrent to the cities of Ephraim, which are in the midst of the cities of Manasses. All right, when we next meet, we're going to go over the border of Manasses on the north of the torrent of this Reed Valley. And so until next we meet, enjoy your evening. I hope this is aiding you with the geography of your forefathers, because it should. And again, many of these cities will be repeated. So won't you be glad that you know at least their general location when we bring them up? Pax Vobis to each and every one of you.